What's really good? It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We back with the Boxing Clinic Early Morning Grind. Y'all know what it is. Shout out to the LDBC, the YTBC. We working and keeping it moving with this boxing talk. And Oscar De La Hoya said that if he was promoting Deontay Wilder, he'd be a star, and Anthony Joshua would be begging to fight Deontay Wilder. And he also goes on to say that he in his first 33 fights he did promote Deontay Wilder under the Golden Boy banner. And said that, he made him champion, and if he was still promoting him, he'd be a lot bigger than what he is. And I'm not going to dispute and say that he's right or wrong or in between, but I will. Get my petty whop on. But at the end of the day, I mean, who has Oscar De La Hoya truly made, a superstar? Because, Canelo Alvarez was going to sell regardless of whoever promoted him, you know what I'm saying? He was a very charismatic, Mexican. He had different qualities with red hairs and freckles. And what really boosted his profile, according to Chavez Jr. and a lot of the Mexicans that spoke on it, was him fighting on free Mexican TV a lot. And that really boosted his profile. And that's what took him to another level, popularity-wise in Mexico. And then he got on the TV. And, I guess you could say Oscar De La Hoya promoted him the right way, but Canelo was going to be a star regardless who promoted him, in my opinion. Oscar De La Hoya has not done, he hasn't turned grape into wine with any of his fighters that I can think of. Maybe I'm wrong. He's a solid promoter, but he's not a great promoter because without Al Heyman, what has he done since then? I understand that, all his fighters got took from him, and he's still rebuilding, but, who can he get? He's reaching. He tried to reach for Mikey Garcia. He tried to take a reach for Earl Spence. Ain't nobody messing with him, you dig? So, you're going to see what else he can really do, what he can build from the ground up with. Definitely Canelo is the thoroughbred of the stable. David Lemieux is a pretty good fighter as well. And Lucas Matisse is on the comeback, so we'll see what he got in store. But if he was promoting Wilder, can he have done a better job? I don't know what else he could have done with Wilder. Maybe they would have had a better plan on how to promote Wilder. Maybe they put some more banners up, ran some more commercials. Took him over to HBO. Maybe he got more notoriety. I'm just trying to, see what could he have done that have been so different that made Deontay Wilder a star, that Lou DiBella didn't do or Al Heyman didn't do. Because most of his fighters that he had that was prominent with Golden Boy was because of Al Heyman, the relationship with Al Heyman. And once he wanted to put his big boy pants on to go out there on his own, he naked out here, B. In my Mitch voice, he's naked. He got a lot of young Latino fighters coming up, Jojo Diaz and a lot of other young guys in this stable, and it's going to take time for them to develop and come on up. So we'll see. We're really seeing what type of promoter Oscar De La Hoya is since the Al Heyman split. And can he succeed? Absolutely, because every young Mexican star that's now, in their 20s and their mid-20s, they all looked up to Oscar. A lot of them looked up to Oscar, especially the Mexican-American ones. Oscar was a great ambassador for the sport of boxing at his time, especially when he left Top Rank and he fought any and everybody. So Oscar De La Hoya, the fighter, was truly a throwback. And he's kind of bringing that mentality still to his promotional stable because he wants to make the best fights. And, and I got to agree with him on that. Maybe Deontay Wilder would be a bigger star. I don't know about Anthony Joshua begging to get knocked out by Deontay Wilder, you know what I'm saying? a little bit of joking there, but maybe he could have done a better job with the Bronze Bomber. They had a relationship for the first 33 fights. They kept him busy. They kept him active. They helped develop his career and develop him as a fighter because he was not ready before those 33 fights to step up and be world champion. Up into the Bermain Stavern fight. He wasn't ready. Let's just keep it real. And now he's growing into, his physical prime, his peak prime, and his, skillful prime, and IQ prime. And now Deontay Wilder is starting to blossom. Maybe De La Hoya would have had a plan. De La Hoya is not a bad promoter. He wants to make the best fights. It's just, he has a lot of baggage that come with him, with the cocaine, the fish nest, the drag queen, the loose words, losing the N word around his office, the way he treats, minority fighters or black fighters. I heard from a lot of different fighters, the Black Hitler comment that was thrown around the Golden Boy offices, and a lot of different things have been thrown around. Is the reason why you don't see a lot of black fighters want to go back to side with Oscar De La Hoya mixed in that they all have ties to Al Heyman. You know what I'm saying? That's what everybody want to get with. You get with Al Heyman, your career is going to have the golden path if you really can fight and really truly can handle your business. But definitely Golden Boy can be back on top. They got a relationship with HBO once again. Like I said, they got a lot of young Latino fighters in this stable. It's just about development and continue to win and developing young Latino stars, because I don't think he's going to get any more black stars for a time, and that's why they mess with him. All the racist thing that's going around, these fighters hear that as well. And but he got the Latino fighters, and a lot of guys, Mexican Americans and Mexicans look up to Oscar De La Hoya and see what he did with Canelo Alvarez. But it's going to be hard to free Oscar out the game if that's what Al Heyman's trying to do. But I'd rather see them just work together once again, bury the hatchet. But, when you're trying to sue somebody for 100 or how many million he's trying to sue for, it's hard to bury the hatchet. But I don't know, man. Maybe, let me know what y'all think. You think Wilder's career would be different if De La Hoya was still promoting him? Let me know. We go.